Hello and welcome to Barehanded Gaming. Today I'm going to show you guys my temp health build. You can use HENG, Hoffman, or Mom. I'm going to show you guys each of the cleaners and why you can use them, and then I'll show you guys the deck build. Before we begin, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you find the video informative, make sure to share it. Alright, let's begin. So with HENG, what we're going to focus on with him is when HENG is hit by a mutation, there's a chance that he will drop an accessory. Um, a cool fact about temporary health is that when you are hit by any damage that would normally cause you trauma, the temporary health negates it. So a huge explosion from an exploder, a tall boy hit, as long as you have even one temporary health, it will negate any chance of trauma happening. So what that translates to for HENG, wanting to be beaten up by the mutations to gain his accessories, he will survive longer because he won't have trauma health, reducing his survivability sort of deal. So that's what I would suggest for this first for the temp health. Next we have Hoffman. Hoffman has a chance to find ammo or offensive accessory whenever he kills a ridden, +1 offensive inventory, and team effects +15% max team ammo capacity. The main part we want to focus on is the top one, where he finds an accessory or ammo whenever he kills a ridden. You will be using a lot of Molotovs to trigger some of the temp health, so that's just going to help. When you're using a bunch of the Molotovs, you're going to find a lot more accessories for not only you, but your teammates as well. And last but not least, we have Mom. Mom grants her team 25 temporary health whenever a teammate is incapped, +1 support inventory, team effects, +100% team revive speed, and +20% slower team temp health decay. So the support inventory, that's helpful. You're going to be using a lot of pills with her temp health build. And then the 20% slower team temp health decay, that's going to mix really well with the pumped up card that adds an additional 20% slower temp health decay. Now let's get into the deck and I'll show you each of the builds for each of these cleaners and explain why. So for this deck, I used, I think, every single card that provides temp health minus Overwatch because that doesn't give us anything. Looking through all the cards when I first saw the lists, it's kind of funny. You can get shields or temp health very easily any which way you want to go. So that's why I suggested there's 3 different cleaners you could use for this, and it still practically works the same. And I'll show you each of them here. So starting with pumped up, your temporary health decay is 20% slower. 1 additional pain med spawns in each map, +5% health. So that's what I was mentioning before with Mom. That's going to help her have 40% slower. Fire in the hole. When you throw an offensive accessory, gain 20 temporary health and 25% sprint speed for 5 seconds. When I was testing this deck out, I found that throwing a grenade was a lot more reliable to gain instant temp health as opposed to trying to rely on pain pills. I mean, you can still rely on pain pills, but I just found these more accessible, especially if you do the Hoffman build. Pyro, plus 100% fire damage. Kills with fire grant you 3 temp health. You can sense flammable objects. You want to use Molotovs or or pipe bombs with this one, and I'll show you down at the bottom why. But preferably Molotovs just to trigger your pyro effects. Make use of gas cans. They're everywhere with this card. Plan it out, back up, and then use it as a trap. Combat knife turns your bash into a knife that counts as a melee weapon. So this card is for Face Your Fears and Vanguard. Face Your Fears does gain 2 temporary health whenever you kill a ridden within 2.5 meters. And Vanguard does melee kills grant 1 temporary health to you and nearby teammates. Now, if you're running HENG out of the 3 other cleaners, you don't need Combat Knife necessarily. You could rely on using his hand axe. If you do like the knife, keep it then, that's fine. You could trade his axe for a pistol and still have a melee weapon ready. Um, moving down, sadist, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. When a teammate within 15 meters receives 5 or more damage, gain 20% of that damage as temporary health. Can only trigger once per second. Fit as a fiddle, plus 20% team bolstered health and plus 5 team health. So this is a team effect as well. So the more people who run this, and you're going to notice a lot more melee characters probably running this card, and dock builds as well. This will stack really well as you're getting all that temp health, especially from Pyro and Fire in the Hole combining together. Moving down, we got Buckshot Bruiser. When using shotguns, gain 0.25 temporary health for each pellet that hits. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's a lack of wording, but this temporary health only triggers if you're shooting mutations. It does not work on ridden. I don't know why. They need to change either the wording or fix the gameplay for that. It's probably just mutations that needs to be doing it, because if you did it for ridden, you'd never run out of shields. Antibiotic ointment, plus 25% efficiency. When you use a medical accessory, the target gains 10 temporary health. So I didn't think I would use this card much at first, but it's great for both pills, for everything basically. Reason why is because if you do run out of pills, your bandages will still provide temp health. Your first aids will still provide temp health, so that's good for the build. Helping synergize with everything down below. Numb. Gain 10% damage resistance while you have temporary health. You will always have temporary health. There's just so many ways to gain it: through a shotgun, through a grenade, through melee, through medic supplies. You name it, you can do it. So the last 4 cards of the temp health build are the interchangeable cards I would suggest you could change around for the other 2 cleaners. So these 4 here at the bottom I have are for HENG. So the last 4, Magician's Apprentice, you have an additional 10% chance to not consume accessories when used. So that just stacks with HENG's plus 5% equaling 15. So you get more chances to use your medical supplies, more chances to throw your grenades, that sort of deal. Pinata, killing ridden with an accessory has a 15% chance to drop an accessory. Explains itself. So just Molotovs being thrown will create more items for yourself. Pipe bombs being used will gather the ridden, will have a more chance to provide more accessories. Just some ideas. And moving down, fanny pack, plus 1 support inventory, plus 15% trauma resistance, and then grenade pouch, plus 1 offensive inventory, plus 25% swap speed. So I added these 2 pockets at the bottom because HENG for me was a very neutral choice in terms of like, should I go grenades, should I go healing? So I just kept it neutral, 1 of each, and that way triggering the using more pain pills, throwing more grenades to trigger, firing the hole for that temporary health, that sort of deal. So moving down, I said it only takes 4 cards to change for the other 2 cleaners. So that was HENG. The next one we're going to do is Hoffman. And so we're just going to get, the only thing we're going to change is a quick offensive scavenger. And then you just pick up all of the pouches for the grenades. Oh, did I go past it? Nope. There we go. So yeah, just add every single pocket. Because Hoffman already comes with a +1 offensive inventory, just increasing that little bonus synergy with all of these will help trigger fire in the hole more often. So if you have a more aggressive playstyle, definitely suggest Hoffman. If you have a more support or jack of all trades playstyle, I would suggest HENG. And if you have a more healing playstyle, again, simple as Hoffman's change, we would just put the support scavenger, and then we would put all of the support pockets so that mom can carry more pain pills for the build, triggering more temp health. And so yeah, that is the temp health build that can be used for HENG, Hoffman, or mom. If you have any questions about the build, leave them down in the comments. If you would make any changes, please let me know. I'm always open to new ideas. As for the order of the cards, I would just strongly suggest you start with Pumped Up and Fire in the Hole, because this Fire in the Hole, again, is the easiest way and quickest way to gain the most temp health, and this will help keep the temp health there longer. You can rearrange anywhere from 3 to 10 how you want your card order. If you're HENG and you like the axe and you don't need the knife, you could always put in Copper Scavenger. There we go. Copper Scavenger. Because you are more inclined to buy grenades and pain pills for yourself, supplying yourself with some copper to fund that is probably a helpful thing too. Yeah, let me know what you would change if you would make any changes to the deck. Thank you so much for watching Barehanded Gaming today. If you liked the video, hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Cheers.